They should put
We're live.
They should put a fun little circle
on Saturday night.
I
hope it's not Saturday night. Well, I would love if it was Saturday night again because I get more time on the weekend. But
that's true. When you work Monday through Friday, you like your Saturdays and Sundays.
Sorry, guys. I had it up and ready like an hour early.
That's what you get for being efficient. Knock it off. It does not like efficiency.
No, it doesn't. No. It seriously does not like efficiency.
No.
That's been our whole conversation this morning about technology being a poo-poo head.
And yeah, it is. It's a bunch of junk.
And YouTube was being a poo-poo head to me. So here I thought I was going to be all good and
so hopefully
prepared.
You guys didn't go
and now I didn't even get anything on Instagram because I fucking dink around with YouTube.
I know it's one dink with another dink with, God forbid. It's always dinking with something.
I'm a salty bitch today.
I'm telling you, that shirt fits you. On Sunday, April 21st, episode number 187 of Flockaroundthetable.
I might have put 180. You know what? This one I put question mark because.
Okay.
I'll change it.
I'll just put or 188. We'll see. Next week we can just skip
I'll update it.
Okay.
Whatever. It is what it is.
So
if you made it here, congratulations. You found the breadcrumbs. Right? Like
we tried to leave you a trail of yarn so you could grab a hold of it and follow us.
Yeah, and away you go. That's how it is. Just here, roll it up as you go.
Fucking delight.
Yeah, you are.
And a salty bitch today. Oh my God, right?
I wonder where you got the salty bitch shirt.
I don't know. I think this one.
Some other salty bitch. My husband just couldn't believe I bought that shirt. Seriously, he could not believe.
Well, did you tell him that you gave it to the
I gave it to you. I told him
the true salty bitch.
No, I don't think he even knows anything about it. But when we were in Florida when I bought that, and he was like, "You're really not going to wear that, are you?" And I said, "Of course I am."
Of course I am.
And he just, so I wore it to the airport. And he's like, "I don't know you." I said, "Shut up and carry my luggage."
Jamie has a few different t-shirts that he wears. He purposely brings out and wears to the airport.
To the airports,
yeah. But like, I used to be a people person.
Yeah.
But people ruined that for me.
That's so true. Anymore, I think I want to wear the cat one. That, where it's like, everything's fine.
I'm fine.
And he's
I got that sticker.
Fine.
I got that sticker for work.
Yeah. Well, it's like when anymore going to the airport, you never know. Okay, I'm here 3 hours ahead of schedule. You tell me you're on time, and then we're all standing in line. You're like, "Oh, we're gonna postpone boarding for a few minutes."
3.5 hours.
No, they say for a few minutes.
A few minutes.
So you're all standing there, like, okay.
A few minutes, 220 minutes.
I don't want to
later.
give up my spot in line. I want to be the first one on because I don't want to be, sitting. I have an assigned seat, so I don't know why I can't get on the plane whenever I want. But, and then all of a sudden, well, we've heard from the tower. We have a delay now. Yeah, anymore, it's just, anymore flying is like taking your life in your own hands when it comes to
you never know which part is going to fall off.
I know.
Boeing and they're.
I'm like, I'll have to make sure Mikey's with us because he wanted to fix the ship.
Fix it. He could fix the airplanes.
Well, you went down that one time on that Carnival ship to go down and talk to the engineers about the ship.
Maybe I should hire Mikey to put it in a garbage disposal for me.
Yeah, he'd come over. Yours would be put in. Mine wouldn't. But
I know, but mine would be.
Yeah, he would be.
Yeah,
he could do it.
He's really retired. You could put that on his to-do list.
I'll put it on his list. I'll put it up higher. Yeah, he hasn't even started that list. I don't think I showed it to him.
And how long has it been now?
Only February 7th, so it's only 2 months. I figure a vacation. I'm going to beat the shit out of him. I'm going to let him have it on vacation.
Hi, Karen. Hi, Colleen.
Hi, guys.
Hey, ladies. You found the breadcrumbs that I'm
trail of yarn. Yeah.
We've trained them well.
Oh
my goodness!
In order to hang out with this group, you got to learn. I've had to learn,
right? Yeah. Yeah. There are moments that
it hurts.
Yeah. It's just one of those things. What are you going to say?
Okay, so but on with the
There's show.
There's gonna be a Sasquatch sighting here shortly.
I guess it is black.
Yeah.
Yes, it's black, Deb.
It's black.
Okay.
It's black.
I had Marcia apologize to Heather for me at Greencastle. She laughed. She thought that was kind of funny. She was like, "Oh, okay." They're up at they did YarnCon. They went back to YarnCon.
I thought about driving up there this weekend, and then I was like, no, because next weekend I'm going to Granville, Michigan to meet Casapinka.
Oh,
really? Yes, or Bronwyn. I'm praying she brings Sharon from security. However, I don't think Sharon will make an appearance. She's got to stay home and guard the
whole situation there.
Right.
She's got a round.
So I'm taking a class with her, and it's a mystery knit.
Oh, really?
We don't know what it's going to be.
What did you have to? Do they give you a list of what you need to have?
So at the start of class, we'll pick out our yarn with her. She'll help us shop for our yarn. Yeah. And then we'll start the class. And then after that is a meet and greet with her. And originally I was going to go by myself.
Right.
But yesterday my mom was like, I wish I was going with you next weekend. And I was like, there's still spots, you can go. And she's coming with me.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Fun.
That's a nice, fun weekend.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I get to meet her. Yay.
Well, that's neat. I was.
Are you going to wear your new sweater?
I'm going to wear my new sweater.
Check this out.
FO,
guys.
y'all.
Yeah. Look at this.
An FO.
Here.
Look at this.
Show them the bottom.
Fantastic
This bottom of this sweater.
If I flash you guys, I'm sorry.
Look at how cool that is. She did it amazing. It fits
Super cool.
her amazing.
Yeah.
So
You did good job.
where's the back?
There's the back. Isn't that great?
It's kind of an olivey green.
No, it's all gray.
Gray.
Great. Well, in
And
my
certainly
lighting, it looks
a little green.
olivey green, but it's
All
great.
gray.
Just like it looks brown.
No, that looks black.
Knock it off, guys. I'm never
But yes,
gonna
this
end
was a 2-year
It's a 2-year.
sweater.
Not so bad.
That's not so
Not
bad.
terrible. I'm still fighting with the neck. I may change the neck a little because my bra keeps wanting to show.
Oh.
Oh, the
So I
sleeve
may-
things.
I may sew up the neck a little further and
Yeah, put it back on needles and throw a few more on.
Mhm.
Yeah.
and decrease it.
Okay.
So
That would be.
I personally like it better like that than
well, I'm not going to make it that tight. I just
no.
want
But I mean sweaters that
Just
are
so
like
that
that.
you don't
Or
have
like
to
they have
worry,
a
'cause
mock or something.
I have a few dresses like that. You're just
You're
sitting
just
there.
always fighting. I
Right.
feel like I'm always fighting with
Keep
the
it-
bra strap showing.
Yeah.
So.
I don't worry about it anymore because the kids wear it that way. Shit. So I figured they can just look at my old
That's
lady.
true.
You know, I used to worry about the one under the underarm too. You know how you wear a no sleeve,
Oh yeah.
sleeveless shirt or something, and just enough of the. It used to drive me crazy, and I try to get it. Not anymore. You can go ahead and look inside, outside. Not making a difference. If you want to look at that sag, go right ahead. I went this week to my doctor, my hand doctor. He released me, said I'm doing really, really good. And I asked him, he was taking, like I said, he was taking pictures for his boards. And I said, is this for your bone boards or your plastic boards? And he goes, plastics. I said, so you could do my tummy tuck. And he's like, sure. And I said, that would be really kind of fun to be coming here for the follow-up when all these nurses are orthopedic type nurses, because it's hand to shoulder. I said, and I'm coming in for you to inspect my belly. He laughed. He goes, well, if you want me to do it, I'll do it for you. And I said, okie dokie, you're up. I said, I'll put the money together.
When are you going to do that?
I'm not. He's not going to do it. He said he can't really do. It's not really a tummy tuck. They have to do a pendicular removal. It's because it's so much. It's not like there's a lot because it's all the extra skin and everything.
Yeah.
So he said it would be too expensive. You have to get the insurance company to approve it. Then he said, I'd do it. I said, okay. I said, I don't think the insurance company would approve it from Indiana hand to shoulder.
No, probably not.
I said, but you never know. They might. I mean, because they're sillies.
Well, my hand is down here, my shoulder's up here, and that's in between.
Yes, in between. So anyway.
That's in between, damn it. Like, It does say hand to shoulder, so
Yeah, hand to shoulder, and it does. So my hand goes to my
Does it?
shoulder. Doesn't mean out. It can be down.
Right.
So you're right. So it's going
Yeah.
from there to there.
insurance companies would
Yeah, and
probably look at
actually-
it that way.
And if I stand it like this, it definitely does go below.
Mhm.
Cool. I like that. Maybe I'll use that kind of
Logic.
Jamie's
Yeah.
Polish just rubbed off on me a little bit.
You think?
Just a little.
So
Caroline says that she says good morning, and she said she went to YarnCon yesterday and had a blast.
Nice.
I thought about you too because I thought I should drive up there.
Yeah. Well, the reason why I brought up the Granville is because I was like, well, I'm going to be spending money
Right.
when I go there.
Right. I
And
wouldn't
it's-
necessarily go to YarnCon.
And it's local yarn shop day, the same day as the
Yes.
classes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
as soon as they're having it at a church, as soon as their store closes, it's called Threadbender. I think that's what the store's called, which I thought was a really cute name.
That is
That's cute.
The people that were working the shop for local yarn shop day are bringing over all the local yarn shop day like paraphernalias that they're going to have
Right.
Nice.
They're
for us
the
to shop.
sale-y stuff.
Yeah.
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 So
Nice.
of course I'll probably spend way too much money buy yarn that I probably don't need. But that's okay because I finished a project.
You did. So
FO.
you have
Yeah.
a total finished thing, so you can totally move
Cast on
on.
something new
Yeah.
just in time. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is a Marie Green pattern. I believe it's called the Bayside lace garter or garter lace. I don't know. Pullover. Which I modified because I think hers is long sleeve, but I hate long sleeves, so I did short sleeves.
Yeah, I end up
or
pushing.
3/4.
I usually end up pushing up sweater things to that anyway.
Yeah.
So why not just knit them to there?
Yeah.
So I did that. Plus I get hot.
Yeah.
I made it longer than what the pattern calls for because
I like the over.
We need to cover things.
we need
Yeah.
to cover things, right?
Yeah.
And her in the book, it has a ribbed neckline, but the photos show a
garter.
garter neckline. So in the errata, she wrote the pattern for the garter, and I liked that better than doing a ribbed.
Rib. Yeah.
Mhm.
I actually kind of wish I had done ribbed on the sleeves to match.
Oh,
Yeah.
but do the same. So you have that. Yeah.
It's fine.
It's good.
It's fine.
It looks really great.
So that's that. Oh, and the yarn was Claw Dog from It's So You, but it's not made anymore, so you can't get the yarn anymore.
Oh,
but
yeah,
it's
I was
just
trying to make
a
it was just
it's just
something.
a tweedy.
Yeah, it has all the colors.
So
of
by
it.
the time I
flex.
finish my stuff, you can't get the yarn anymore anyway because it's out of stock
Yeah.
or been discontinued because it takes me.
Yeah, I mean,
forever.
unless you use something, like Rios or something.
Yeah,
Right.
something on that order. But even then, if you go to get,
Yeah, you're not. It's
you're not going to
be,
get a match because
Right.
of the way they dye things and the dye lots
Yeah.
and stuff.
But
so.
it's local Indianapolis yarn because it was Paige Shipley that used to sell it. Now she's focusing more on doing designs and classes and stuff than doing yarn.
Oh, well, that's cool.
So yeah,
Who's super good, and she's got a muscle bird.
kind of must like.
She does have a very colorful muscle.
Isn't that
bird going.
great?
So it's all Brenda and Heather yarn. This was one of their rainbow balls that they did.
Nice.
Tiny rainbow. I don't
I
remember.
remember.
And then they did a 6 skein mini skein.
Yeah, it was the part of the rainbow thing,
Yep.
and it came together.
So I'm doing the rainbow with those, but this one has 7 colors and this was only 6. So I emailed them and was like, hey, I'm trying to do this hat and I'm trying to match it to this. And I was able to order this darker blue that wasn't part
Oh,
of
really?
The off color that
Yeah.
wasn't
Okay.
in.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, and they're like, we can't wait to see it when you're done. So I'm trying to get this done before Hoosier Hills.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
they're going to be there, so
They'll be
then I
there.
can just take it and
Take
show
it
them
with
in
and show them there.
person.
Yeah.
Maybe
Cool.
they'll want to keep it for a little bit.
They
as
might want to
a-
show.
As a showy
Showy
Yeah.
thing. That's cool.
That would be cool.
I don't know. Brenda, Heather, maybe you want to keep this for a little bit. I would let you.
Hi, Heather. She usually watches us. I think she
Um,
likes to peck on me.
So I
you
also
blame her?
ordered.
No, I didn't.
I did because when I ordered this guy, of course I had to order more stuff, right? You can't just order one mini skein.
No.
So it was the same time as the eclipse yarn that they were doing. Uh-oh, don't drop your stitches.
I'll get it.
That Deb's doing.
The shadow shawl.
Yeah. I haven't figured out what pattern I'm going to use yet for the shawl ball. And then I think I got two other.
Darkness, my old friend.
Yeah.
I got two other.
That's so fun.
Shawl balls. I bought this as a shawl ball because I want to do this as a shawl.
That would have been cute.
So I got that, and then I got a different one of their rainbows too.
I got the whole series, and then I ordered an extra one, and they're like, "Did you realize that you had this?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm going to give it to my sister." I lied. I didn't want them to know that I really did screw up and ordered an extra because I didn't remember that I actually ordered it.
Now they know.
No, they'll not, because she's not on yet. I mean, it's a secret.
Okay.
Nobody will tell her.
Other one is the gray one. It's mostly gray with a little bit of the rainbow in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the other one I ordered.
Yeah.
So
that one I think I got.
I need more.
And then she has the one set came as the two socks.
Oh yeah.
And I have that one too. But I haven't finished my first pair of socks. I did do them on vacation, and I showed you guys. I got down to that, and I just haven't pulled it out. I've looked at it a couple of times, and I think I'm gonna take it on Tuesday and have Marcia kind of read it. I'm sure there's might be a better way to do this sock. I mean the heel.
Okay.
It's just that the way that this pattern is doing it, so that you're beginning, and they had you mark every other row, and I think that's where you pick up that stitch or something. And so I have all these stitch markers on there, and right now it looks a little, for some reason it's so undaunting. Every time I pick it up, it's like,
I'm sure either Colleen or Marcia can help.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I bet Karen could.
Or Sharon.
Karen,
It's our sock
if
people.
I handed it to Karen until Karen finished it, she probably could, because you don't have to pick up stitches.
You don't have to pick up.
You don't have to pick up stitches.
Then Karen could do it.
Yeah.
Karen, you could do it too. There's no picking up stitches.
Yeah. And I don't know why Karen should be able to pick up stitches. She does everything else. She figured out. She changed this.
Yeah.
So don't tell me you don't know what you're doing, Karen. So
we keep trying to get Karen to pick it. She totally
Colleen said you could drop it off here. Okay, so
FO.
I finished it and it's off the needles. Now this bottom says to do like 10 rows. I told you, like you, I probably did 5.
I was over it. I could not.
Yeah, I was really over it.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, guys.
What? Oh,
it's pretty short.
You like a bigger.
But once you can block it.
I'm gonna block it and I'll block it bigger. But here's my thought. I haven't woven in anything and I haven't blocked it. But I was kind of thinking of crocheting a black edge.
Around the whole thing?
Around the whole thing.
That would be sharp.
Wouldn't that be cool?
I think that would be great.
Now I want to block it first and then crochet, because the crochet is not going to grow as much as the knit.
Yeah.
Well,
and I think it'll open it up.
I really think that would be cool.
I think
to do like I don't know, like maybe a picot or something interesting. With crochet,
I know Pico's and I have a love-hate relationship, though.
Even if you just did a scallop, it would be a nice edge to it. Even a single crochet would just frame it.
Or a backward single.
Yeah. I could picture you doing
with the little knots.
Backward single and then doing a single.
Yeah.
So you have like a knot, and then a knot, and then a knot.
So yeah. The backward single, a single, a backward single, and then a single to finish it off.
Yes.
Or to finish it, not a single, where you just pull it through.
Like a slip.
Slip, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. 2 rows of knots. So the backward single, a single, backward single, and then
a slip.
What did we just say? A slip.
A slip.
Yeah.
I can't remember that today. Yes. I think
that would be so cool. I think I'm gonna have to block this and see where it is and see.
Well, that's because you like them gigantic.
I do like them big, but this wouldn't even stay on without a cuff for a pin. It's
Yeah.
just not big enough.
I
And I did like
pretty
had
stretchy,
I
so-
gone the entire size of both skeins, I think it would have been a lot better.
Yeah, but you did not have that much left.
Sure, I did.
No, you would have only gotten this many rows. You wouldn't have gotten more because you got to remember now. I mean,
Well, I know, but
all of a sudden, I mean,
at
I'm
any
chewing
rate-
up quickly. I mean, I really am, and I
Yeah.
didn't even think about it because I'm
'Cause it
pulling
gets
it from
bigger.
the center, and it's not falling apart. Well, it sort of is, but not really as much as they usually are. Got to remember who wound this, and she's not allowed to touch the winders in certain situations. So, but anyway, it's getting, there's more of a hole here now.
yeah.
So you're using it quicker than what I thought. Coming out of, I'm sorry, I don't care what anybody says, going this way doesn't make it go any faster. I'm a pull from the center sort of gal. I think it goes back to the Red Heart days.
You're using the same amount of yarn.
It doesn't make any difference, but it seems that
It
you do
seems
better.
different.
It does. Part of the thing is because the center is so tightly wound. You know, when you're first got it on the thing, it gets tighter in the thing, and you can't tell like it's going down. You know, you get the ball down to a certain size, and you're like, all right, we're rip-roaring and ready to go. This is not going to take me very long. And in 6 weeks, you're still at the same spot. Okay, and you've done 8,000 stitches and it hasn't moved an inch. Okay, that's so frustrating because it's so tight. And then yet, you know, when you pull from the center, then you can get your finger in there, you know,
And finger it.
and play with it. You know, you can put it on a stick, and you know they have those things. You know what I saw on Jimmy Bean?
What?
Oh my God, my husband was so excited. They have this tool where it's a plastic thing that looks like 2 cones put together. Okay. And it's mesh. And you stick this thing on your drill. And then you wind it on these plastic balls. So this is wound around something plastic. So it's got a top and a bottom. So it stays, it doesn't go flat, you know.
Huh.
So my husband, I was watching the video, and my husband's like, do you have one of those? He goes, I can get you a new drill.
A drill just for yarn.
Just for my yarn. So that it could be like Tim Allen.
Okay.
I said,
Can
I
you
s-
picture the mess you would make with the drip? Like it would
Right.
get tangled in the.
She'd fucks up a regular Swift and
but I thought with a drill, how can I fuck it up?
Oh, you'd
Power.
find a way, Deb. You'd
Power.
find a way. And it would get so like
she
but
red.
would
there's-
put it in reverse.
She wouldn't be able to.
It would be reversed
She wouldn't be able to untangle
instead
the
of.
drill.
Oh my God! Right? Holy crap on a cracker!
I
She
was
would put it in
actually
reverse,
thinking
and it
of
would end up
ordering
spinning out
it.
the other direction.
I was actually thinking of ordering it, you know, because I thought maybe that might be my trick to it.
Oh,
You
that's
know?
fun.
And
I want to see Deb use it. I do.
I do. I think I'm going to order
wanna
it,
see
and
her
then
fuck it
we'll
up.
have a demonstration for you.
I want
I
this.
want to see her mess it
I
up.
think go on Jimmy Bean anyway. I think it's a Jimmy Bean, or it might be Biscotti, one of those 2 bigger places.
Some food thing.
Yeah, some food yarn shop.
Well, I
that
did
type
see.
thing.
I was watching TikTok or YouTube Shorts or something, and I saw this burly, like lumberjack sort of dude with the full beard and everything. And
Okay.
you have the picture. He comes in and he's like, "So my wife bought this tiny hammer for herself, a tiny one for her tiny self." And he goes, "I thought I would go. She's off at the wine shop or something right now, so I thought I would go to the hardware store and get her a bunch of tiny tools." I went shopping with this dude at the Lowe's or Menards or whatever. He got her a pink, like, what are the red toolboxes?
Craftsman.
Yeah, Craftsman or whatever, but
Yeah.
powder pink one,
Oh yeah,
like tabletop
They
powder
come in-
pink.
they come in green too.
Oh no, pink.
Pink.
And then all the tools in miniature form. sockets and vice grips
And she probably
and-
looked at it and goes, what
and
the fuck am I supposed to do with this?
everything. And even like miniature levels, and they're all like little teeny. She was just thrilled and flabbergasted that he went through all that to get her own little tiny tools for her own little hands.
How nice is
But
that?
could you imagine being at like Lowe's or Menards and you see a dude, big
With his
burly,
full
like
beard.
yeah, with his
Walking around with
flannels
his
on and a
teeny
full beard,
and that
and he's got
teeny
a
tiny
pink.
It would make the teeny tiny tools seem even
Even
smaller.
taller
He
Yeah,
has
because
giant
he's got
hair and his
like-
little hammer.
It was so cute. I was like, oh, I love this
Oh
man.
my
I don't
gosh.
even know where he is, but I love him. He
Yeah.
just-
I
Yeah, it
have
was
one
great.
of those pink Craftsman things.
Do you?
Yeah, and the rolling kind with all the drawers.
That doesn't
No, this
surprise
was just
me.
a tabletop one.
Oh no! I have the pull. Yeah, Mikey said if we're gonna go ahead and get you one of these,
We're
the
gonna
big.
get the
Yeah.
big one.
And I said, why? Do you
Can
think
you
you were
get to
gonna
it?
inherit it? The top part, not the bottom. I have to move everything to get to the bottom. Well, I moved it. Never mind. I can't get to all of it, but the good stuff that I need is in the top. So the bottom is really more storage.
So Colleen said she's making another
On corner to corner for
for
mochi.
mochi.
Oh, did
what
you get
about
good
Miss
yarn?
Daddy though?
She'll do one for him.
Okay.
She'll do one for him. Oh my God, look at this girl. We got her crocheting for everything.
Karen wants to know what I'm knitting. Karen, it's just a vanilla hat. There's no pattern.
You know her. She just sits
just a
down one
vanilla
night.
hat.
That
and-
was the one where you saved the
It was.
ribbing.
Yeah.
So when you went through all your works in progress,
Yep.
your whips.
This one was color work, and
Yeah.
I frogged it back to just the ribbing, and thought, well, I'll just do a vanilla hat. And it's pooling.
I like it.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah, it really is. I like the way it's working out.
So I honestly, I can't tell you how many stitches, but probably somewhere in the line of
20 is just usually
120, 135 stitches, 136. It's an even amount because I did a 2x2 row.
I think that one should be a slouchy hat. I think you should make it long enough to be slouchy.
Yeah, it needs to be slouchy.
or you need to turn it into like a Santa hat.
No, I'm not putting a point on the damn thing.
Why not?
No.
It's just not going to happen.
But Karen, funny story, Karen, I'm going to pick on you. Karen came in with her Musselburgh,
Oh my gosh.
all done. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. She has all these colors on it and everything. Hopefully, when I'm gone, maybe she'll bring it in and when you do the podcast. But anyway, when she finishes off the top of her Musselburgh, okay,
I think she forgot.
I don't know how she did it, but she ended up with this little nipple.
It's a nipple.
It's a nipple.
Because what she did was she forgot that you bind off with 8 stitches.
Oh,
I think she went down to 2.
Okay. Because it's got this little nipple thing. So we were all trying to figure out how to poke it through with a crochet hook and how to sew it down and everything else. And so
I
know,
said,
and
just
of
leave your
course-
nipple hat. Just leave your nipple hat. It's
If
fine.
anyone is looking at it that closely, they are too close to your head.
well, that's true too. Yeah, that's true.
Or
too.
stick a pom-pom on it.
But
Yeah.
on the other hand, we're sitting in
That would be a
Starbucks.
really floppy pom-pom.
We're sitting in Starbucks and Karen's facing, I'm talking to Karen this way, and there's a girl behind us on a computer, and we, all of a sudden the word nipple comes up, and she sort of stops. Seriously, she stops what she's doing, and then all of a sudden she's like looking up at us like this, kind of like, what is it? I said, well, with the nipple out, it's not, I said, kind of looks like a boob up there, and we just were joking about it. And this woman, she just thought it was like, oh my God, those little ladies are talking about nipples in the middle of Starbucks.
Well, it's a nursing hat. Just, you got to market things the right way.
Well, actually, Mikey was wearing the one of the few actual Musselburghs I made,
Mm-hmm.
and it was that blue and pinky color one anyway. And he's like, "This is really warm,"
Yeah.
and I'm like,
Or
"Yeah."
here.
Plus, and he's got it rolled up because
Right.
it was way too long. I mean, Mikey has it on his head as a regular Musselburgh, and he's got it rolled up. So that it came down to here on him, and I was like,
I think this one's gonna end up long, but it is what it
That's
is.
okay.
okay.
Fold her over.
That we were talking about this morning. Deb would have just gone here. She would have just muscled.
oh, that's it. I would have just muscled it.
And now I'm burging.
Now she's burning. I get to the point of the muscle, and then it's like, oh,
You're done.
I get over it because I know I have to go another so many inches, like another 7 inches of just round and round and round and round, when I could just go back and forth and back and forth. And so.
But you only do back, forth, back, and then you do something different.
Well, that's true. Well, that's what I'm doing. Now, I have my Musselburgh here. What I'm doing, and I think I've showed you guys this, what I'm doing on this Musselburgh is hopefully it'll actually be a Musselburgh. I'm coming to the end of the first skein, so it may end up just being the muscle side of the Musselburgh. But I put the ribbing on it, okay, right here, as you can see, knit one through the back loop, purl one, and I'm going to keep going until the end of this, and then I was going to use the other skein to do the bird part.
Right.
So that when you fold it up,
You have ribbing.
You have
You have
ribbing.
ribbing.
I like it.
so it's kind of like a double thickening hat, but we'll see
But
what
you're
happens.
not double knitting.
But I'm not double knitting. So, but you'll kind of, we'll see when I get to the
Yeah,
end
we'll
whether or not I bind it off or.
No, I think
Yeah.
I think you need to continue on with that experiment.
I think so too. I think this would be a good.
And
good
even
experiment.
if you want to bind off, put it back in the bag and bring it over here, and I will continue on
Okay,
with
we
it
can continue.
because
on.
we need to
do the-
see what the experiment
Well,
ends up
I
being
actually
like.
saw online there was some, and it was on Pinterest, about the Musselburgh and how this one lady, she uses the Musselburgh, she goes down, and then in the center part, like about the halfway point, she does a different pattern. And that's what gave me the thought with the ribbing. She said
Oh,
every
yeah.
once in a while, like we add the colors,
Yeah.
sort of thing. So every once in a while, but I didn't like the yarn over part because I thought that's not what a Musselburgh's supposed to be. Except you could put the yarn overs and then on the muscle side and then finish the Berg side, and you just have that pretty.
Yeah, you
you
just
know,
have like
like a
eyelet
lace,
holes that
yeah.
go to another thing of knitting on the
But
other
that's
side.
not the purpose of a Musselburgh. It's just a top-down hat in some respects. But anyway, so I think it's going to be pretty
It's
cool.
just a very
And the yarn
good
turned out
pattern
really
hat.
great, isn't it? I mean, it
Yeah.
is. It's a wonderful to go.
it is
Oh, this is the perfect
Yeah.
to go.
to go.
To sit at the
popcorn
airport.
knitting.
I sit at the airport,
Yeah.
sit on, I mean, not necessarily on the plane. On the plane, I get a little more because I know nobody's going to be bothering me or moving me to another terminal or something else. But this is just great for that. And I do it on the bus, on the tour bus.
Yeah.
So this hat,
It's also a conversation hat too, because like I'm doing a hat and anybody looking at it can tell that it's going to be a hat.
yeah,
Right.
people ask me all the time,
People-
what is this?
And
Right.
the people
And when I
looking at
say
that,
a
they
hat,
don't know.
They're
Are you
like,
making a bag?
And especially when you get it to like 19 inches,
they're like a
a
hat.
hat, and they're like,
They don't
and then
get
you're
it.
like, well, you fold it up in on, and then they really don't get it.
Right. They don't understand the in and out of it. So,
So
it
the
was,
fun part of
so it's
this
fun.
is last weekend, my husband and I went to the Indy Honor Flight that returned. So we were sitting at Plainfield High School waiting for them to get there, blah, 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 blah. Because you're dependent on the airports, like getting
Sure.
them in and getting them
Yeah.
on the buses. And there was 80 veterans that were on the flight, all from Korean War and Vietnam War.
oh, nice.
Ooh, yeah.
The oldest was, I think, 98.
Wow.
And the
Buckets.
youngest was like 64.
Oh, my.
So there was a wide range. And there was one female.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
So that was
my.
pretty cool.
That would be
Um,
neat.
But that's what I did, like a whole chunk of this, because we're just sitting there waiting
Sure.
for them to get there. And they're doing some other presentations and different. So I was paying attention to that, but I could keep my hands busy.
Sure.
At work, I don't have to, I can walk it. But if the weather's bad, etc., I wait for the shuttle
Right.
because we park at the government center and we're about a half mile away from where we park. So there's a shuttle that goes in between. Usually I won't knit on it in the morning, but in the afternoon, I'm like sitting there knitting and everyone's like, what are you doing? What do you, I might omit 20 stitches in or whatever.
That's
But
funny you don't have to do
yeah.
some other time.
So it's perfect for that. So I can see this as a go. I was the holdout. You all were knitting these and knitting these.
And now you got it.
I'm burning away.
And I love making hats. All the different patterns that I make with hats and things like that. But yet the Musselburgh is the one, like I said, is like the go-to.
It's the go-to one that I end up wearing.
Yeah. And I admit that's the one I wear more than anything, the mussel.
Yeah, the mussel.
The mussel. It's a mussel hat, but yeah. And it's so fun. And the thing is, I actually did one in a helical pattern.
Yep, I remember that.
And that one was fun too to do because at least it gave you a.
Well,
Colleen said she tried to start one with helical and was having difficulties, but she was doing the helical from the get-go.
No.
And I said, maybe you should probably just get a few inches in before you start doing the helical part of it.
Yeah.
Well, and all these color changes, I can do the magic knot where you knot one and then slide them together.
Yeah.
And I can leave these little ends
right on the inside.
Right on the inside. I don't gotta sew them in.
Isn't that wonderful?
And I just knot. I just throw a regular knot in there because I don't worry about it.
Well, just do the magic and slide
sometimes I do the Stephen West way where you drag it along and you knit over them.
Oh.
Because that's on the inside. You wouldn't necessarily know.
Yeah.
But
I just been leaving.
And then I
throw them on the inside.
I keep going the wrong way because we're opposite.
Yeah, see, we're opposite.
Yeah. They don't see that we're opposite.
I know you guys don't see it, but we feel it on this side.
It's weird.
It's really weird, and I don't understand.
Because I keep leaning this way, thinking I'm getting into the frame, and I'm going out of the frame.
I get the same thing because normally I'm over there, and then
she's over there.
And now I'm over here, and but I'm over here on the screen, so I'm where I'm supposed to be on the screen. So, except you guys see me on whatever. Doesn't make any difference. So anyhow, that's how we're doing here. So next weekend,
are you out of here?
No. On the May 4th and 5th.
May the
4th be with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I'll be sure to wear
the 5th.
I'll be sure to wear that shirt.
Yeah, be sure you wear that shirt. I think I gave it to you.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I couldn't find it, and I thought I put it in Sue's bag because it's a big one.
Do you want it back?
No, it's okay. I'll get a new one. Anyway, my great niece got her PhD in nursing.
Yay.
Yes. And so they're going through she's actually been working in she's all done. I think she finished up her dissertation and all that other stuff. So the graduation walking through thing is May 4th. So I said, sure, I'd love to come up and then do dinner with the family. But on the 5th, when I'm driving home through Fort Wayne, guess where I'm going to stop?
Simply Sock.
Nope. Vera Bradley.
That's their outlet sale.
The Sunday. The last day of their outlet sale.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to stop.
Danger.
Will Robinson. Danger.
Deb's going to go through with this sign flashing above her head that says danger.
Yeah, I know. That's what
But, Deb, since you're going on the last day of it, will it be picked over enough that you won't buy a bunch?
It'll be picked over and it won't be by a bunch. And now I've gone on Sundays before, the last session, late in the day, and they claim they don't lower their prices, but they do. And I
was just going to say,
if it's the person
if they really wanted
to
get rid of it, they're going to lower it more.
Right. If it's the people at the Coliseum that are going to have to pack all this stuff up and take it to the to back, they may decide we've only 6 cases of this, we're making it $3. And you get these announcements, and then the entire room just goes. It's like when you see a whale on a cruise ship.
It's like the blue light special at Kmart.
It's so much that way. And the thing is during the week, I know when they have their sessions, they announce when they're going to put things down. They announce when the project bag is going to go down at 2:00. So you have 86 people waiting in that one section. You can't get around them because they don't want to get out of line. And they give you these bags.
And you can't, if it was in your thing, you don't get the discount.
No, you do, but they only have, and when they do things like that, they only have maybe 600 of them. So they put out, when you go to a session, they know there's supposed to be like 250 people in there. And they are kind of going with a queuing theory that X number of people are going out at certain amount of times. Because it used to be you just stood in line and they just let all these people in. And it was, the fire marshal was like, whoa. I mean, you couldn't move.
Yeah.
You were like bumper to bumper the whole way. You kind of all went in the same rotation. And then when they would make these announcements, people were like, and plus people, they give you this huge, and I mean 5 foot tall bag to put.
Because they want you to fill it up.
They do. And then they tell you not to sit on the floor, but everybody goes and sits on the floor and then decides which ones. The best way to do the shopping almost is to get in line to check out and then check the boxes they put for people who go through their stash and decide not to put it back. So they put it in these boxes. And so that's when you'll find something that you might have been looking for.
I know how to reach for my own cup.
Well, I was worried. I didn't want you barfing on me.
I'm not going to do that.
Well, she's a guest. I'm here all the time. So I figured if you're going to barf at anybody, it'd be good.
Well, it would be towards you.
That's what I figured. See, so I know her.
You probably wouldn't contribute to it. She might.
I'm a sympathy puker.
No, I'm not.
So see, I guessed that one right.
I'm a sympathy gagger, though. Like back in the days when we used to have to suction somebody like down a tray tube and they'd be, that got me. That was terrible. I couldn't do that. So, but otherwise I'm not so bad.
Even like when you brush your teeth, I can hit my gag reflex brushing my teeth sometimes.
You get a quick one then.
I do. And there have been mornings where I'm throwing up in the sink because I hit that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's awful.
Oh yeah, that's terrible. Oh man.
Yeah. So I have to be real careful when I go to brush my tongue.
Well, the good thing, I don't know if you get to the dentist very often, but they don't do a lot of those impressions anymore.
Mm-mm.
So you don't have to put that giggy, gaggy stuff. That was one of I used to lean forward and I don't know, you guys have ever done that? They put the sticky stuff in there and they stick it in and it's on the roof of your mouth, all the way back in your throat. Mm-hmm. And it's like, my teeth are up here, not back there. I mean, and you're only making a tooth. You're not making like a
now
piece.
He takes the little camera and
exactly,
and then goes and makes it and comes back and puts it in and
the same thing. I went in to see her this week because I thought for sure I yanked out my stuff for my bone graft. She said, no, it looks like it's still there, so we'll leave it alone because there's a little hole there now. And she's going to put the post in. They do the thing. They do the 3D imaging, and then she takes and puts it on the computer, and then the computer tells her where to do the drilling to put the post in. Yeah. She does it there. And I'm awake during the whole thing. I said, well, that's no fun. I don't get to go home and take a nap.
You can still go home and take a nap.
Yeah, that's true. Because I'll just say
a lot of work.
It's just not really a force.
She gives me the bite box.
I do too. Yeah. The little suction bite thingy.
Yeah. That you got to, because I have a tendency when she gets too close to something, she needs more Novocaine on me than a lot of people.
Same.
Yeah. It's at least, she gave me one big shot and she comes in, she goes, you're still not numb?
Nope.
And I'm like, nope. And she goes, well, I'm going in over here. And I'm like, no, you didn't deaden that. She goes, well, that should have been deadened with the first one. And
well, obviously it
wasn't, I actually did that.
The back of my mouth is even harder to get numb than the front of my mouth.
I think my dentist has learned to just give me a crap ton of it.
Yeah. And done. Now the guys, when I used to go to the surgeon, it was propofol. So it was kind of nice. They put you out and then you woke up and damn, it was all over. So, but this tooth that she pulled is next to an implant that was put in many, many years ago. And it was a bone graft. So it's a little bit stronger over there anyway. And this poor girl, I have to admit, Dr. Lewis is so great. She's yanking and then she's sawing and then she's yanking. And she waited because her husband was back because she may have needed somebody who could get a little more, what's that, torque?
Anyway,
a
little more effort
into it. And I was like, oh, when it woke up, I was dying.
Mm-hmm.
And then it wasn't so much this, it was the fact that when she's pulling and down,
Well, it's
you've
your
got your
muscles.
mouth well, no, you got your mouth open. And then
Yeah, your
it's
jaw
this
just
side.
They're not used. Your muscles are not used to doing all that.
Yeah, and so they're holding this side shut while she's pushing down on this side. And I'm going, what the hell are I doing there? And she goes, what? Yeah, she thinks I'm a little weird anyway, but that's all right.
You are a little weird.
I said you're patient.
So this one here
Yeah, is making bags.
for
The Yarn Adventure Truck.
the Yarn Adventure Truck, they do little boxes
So
for
this
the
will
states.
be in the Indiana box. And
Nice,
there's
isn't it cute?
my little tag here says Naughty Girl Creations. And then I posted on Facebook and said, hey, does anyone have a 3D printer who can help me? Maybe I can get it to show. Hold on.
Of course, she has a friend who's going to help her put rings on there so that they hang correctly.
Other way, towards me.
Other way, turn around.
Oh, that's the pink side.
That's the gray side with a little heart on it.
Yeah, there
It's
you go.
so cute.
Isn't that adorable?
Okay, I'm terrible at showing this.
So who's this? Is a venture truck?
Yarn Adventure Truck.
Okay, where's she?
There's a
out of?
little heart.
She goes
They
to all the
travel
states.
all over.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't
So
know
in
that.
each state, they have a state box that you can buy.
Oh no, isn't that cool?
Yeah. So
Because Jimmy Bean's doing Matt Tosh or somebody
maybe
states.
this will work better.
Oh, look how cute that does come out pretty good.
So yeah, it has the IN for Indiana, and then on the inside
It has our state flower.
it has poppies
Puppies.
for our state flower. So it's a
It's a
It's
cool
a
little
cool
bag.
bag. She
Bag.
set that up with him, and she is such an
So I have to make-
entrepreneur.
I have to make 50.
50. No big deal. Just make 50 of
I
them.
have 21 of them done. They will be debuting at Hoosier Hills May 30th and June 1st.
Oh, really? They're going to be is it the 31st? I thought maybe it'd be the second weekend. I
Nope.
mean, I know it's the first weekend, but I didn't know
Yeah, it's that May.
Friday. And
Yeah.
since Friday was the 31st, I wasn't sure.
Yeah, so it's that weekend, and it will have, I think, don't quote me on this, I think it has, the box will have this in it. It'll have 3 different skeins of yarn by 3 different Indiana dyers. I'm guessing one of them's probably Brenda and Heather, but I could be wrong. I hope it is.
Wouldn't that be neat?
And then I think they got an Indiana person to make stitch markers, which
It's not me.
it's not Sue. I was hoping it would be Sue, but it's not.
No.
So we'll figure out who that is. Maybe next time if they do another Indiana box.
Yeah.
Maybe you.
We'll
But
see.
so yeah.
I got their information, but I just I didn't have
At the timing was
I just didn't know what to do with it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and then I'm gonna put, so they'll each have one of those little charms on it that they can use as a stitch marker or just leave it as a zipper pull,
right.
either one. And then I'm gonna put one of my Naughty Girl stickers
In there.
in there.
Oh, that'll be
So then
nice.
you
Yeah.
have a sticker.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
Now this one you have to see.
this one I did not make. My mom, who you all heard me give a hard time about her glamping blanket, she didn't follow the rules. She has finished it. She ended up following the rules for the rest of it, finished it on time. It's gorgeous. Mine is still not done. Right. So I lost, even though I made her wait. So this is the Michigan
Shoot.
bag that she made.
No, we have to get a little closer. Look at this. This is where she lives down here. Look, that's where
Where I'm
mom's at.
from. Yep. So it's got a huge pocket on this side,
A huge
another
pocket
huge pocket here,
there.
and then you open it, and it's got a pocket inside too.
Nice.
A real to size tape measure handle, little keychain thingy, which she put a little Michigan on here, and then a little charm that says "I love you more than the miles between us," and then it's got the little
The grommet thing.
grommets on both sides for the yarn, which I probably won't use those, but and then it's just a drawstring.
Great bag.
Yeah, that's a good bag.
That's
So
a great bag.
These are 2 of a kind. She said she's not making any more of them. The fabric was super pricey because she got it off Spoon Flower.
Well, and then she's got little feet on them
Oh yeah,
too.
there's feet.
So she put little grommets on them for the feet too, which is nice.
On my bigger bags, like
So.
when I used to do them, I would put buttons, just buttons,
Yeah.
just like a big
Well,
button.
that's
just so
fine
that
too.
But yeah,
kinda
this is my bag of Indiana's
That she needs some
assistance
rings
with
put on,
figuring
which is
out.
fine.
I said I would put them on myself, so I'm not putting it all on Sue. I just need
No,
to figure
it's
out what
okay.
works.
So speaking of stitch markers,
Yeah,
the Advent,
is
The
it in the
stitch-
works?
the stitch marker Advent listing is up in Etsy.
So better run to it.
Okay. So is it set up like a pre-order?
It is definitely a pre-order. And I am limited on how many I can make.
And did you decide to do knit? You decided to do knitting and crochet, right?
I am absolutely out of my bonkers mind. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And she didn't show me any of the new stuff. Can you believe that? Why wouldn't she share with
Did I
me?
happen to see one of the
Me.
new things? Because
Yes,
the
you
thingy
did.
won't fit through it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Okay.
she see one. And I actually saw some of them. They're amazing. But I can't say anything.
I swore her to secrecy. She's not allowed to talk about it.
Maybe in July, for Christmas in
No.
July, I might slip a little and go, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know I said that.
No. And I was good about what you I wasn't sure, and I didn't say anything about what you
See,
showed
she,
me.
She
so.
didn't even mention that she even saw anything. I did, but that's okay.
It's. I think they're spectacular.
They are.
Well,
If
I
you-
mean,
you,
I'm
I
a little-
know it's gonna be.
I'm a little biased
spectacular.
because it's like my baby, right?
And
well, yeah,
so-
and the thing
but
is, you
you're-
did. You toiled over the decision. I mean,
I
this was
did.
really. This was like,
I did.
I
Do
feel
we
like this is
don't
a couple
we-
years in the making.
yeah. This
Oh
is,
yeah, it's a couple years
yeah.
in the making for
Yeah.
sure.
And you're gonna have help in July.
I am.
because
Comes at a cost, but I'm gonna have help.
Hey, it'll be mother-daughter bonding time.
Yep. hmm
Just like when my mom and I are sewing those bags together.
I have a little board going.
Oh.
I had
if you're
to,
really
'cause
nice,
I was-
she
yeah.
will show you because you won't say anything.
I won't say.
You know, at first I thought maybe I'll just do 12. I'll just do 12.
Okay.
And then I'm like, no.
So are you doing?
I'm doing 24.
Okay.
Definitely 24.
And then
Maybe
are
25.
are you putting a surprise in there for 25 or just the 24?
Probably. Yeah, there's definitely going to be
There's going to be little.
there's going
things
to be
added.
something in there to open up on Christmas Day too.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the.
I don't have that on the listing just yet, but
I have an idea in my head. We can talk about it
Okay.
offline.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
these guys
Okay,
are like leaving me out of the scoop here. Wonder why.
Well, you can stick around. You don't have to leave right away.
Right?
they don't tell me anything until after. the fact.
Although
Do you know why? I think they.
Although,
think I don't trust me.
because
she
she's
has
a
a hard
jibber
time.
jabber.
Yeah, she has a hard time keeping secrets.
It's not that I don't keep a secret. It pops into my head and then it pops
Pops out of
my
your mouth. Right. I know
Because
you're
the
past the
filter is
60.
broken.
Your filter went kaput at age 60.
Well, actually, I don't think I ever had it begin. So it doesn't matter.
Okay.
I think they skipped that part.
Mine is starting to malfunction, but it's not quite malfunctioned yet.
Yeah.
There's a switch, and it happens at 60.
Yeah.
It happens at 70.
Like I said, mine is starting to malfunction.
Yeah, and if you didn't have a lot of filters, like my younger sister, she doesn't have a lot of filters to begin with, we're going to be in trouble.
So the green has started.
Look That is such a cool thing.
It's going to be so long.
It's going to be so neat, though. Well, maybe you can.
But
turn
we
into
measured
a
it.
cow.
We mathed it. So
I can pull my pink one out after, and
We
because
can kind of give a look to it.
it's definitely longer than the 19 inches.
Okay.
But I like the length of the white one, my white and pink
White.
one
Yeah,
on
I do.
me.
Yeah.
And you have a noggin like I have a noggin.
I have a
She
decent
just
sized
has a little
noggin.
peanut head that
yeah.
Well,
I
that's
absorb it
why
all.
I have to let it out so that I can get new stuff in.
right, because there's just not
There's
enough
not
room.
enough room, and
There's
it
just
doesn't
not enough
function all the way through.
Yeah.
And I have to hold up my hand to the ear so it
So it
stays.
doesn't,
So it doesn't go
just
fly
go
going
right through.
You know, we're terrible.
But
Oh, Karen's gonna be in Alaska.
yep, she's gonna be in Alaska during
Hoosier Hills.
Hoosier Hills.
Aw.
That's okay. Well,
But Karen, if you tell us to get you a box, we will.
yeah,
Right.
we can do it.
Somebody
We'll do
can
it.
get you a box.
Yeah, we'll do it because I'll take this one down probably Saturday.
We could
Marcia
make
is
it
Because
a
we have to go to
Friday.
the restaurant too.
To
Yeah.
bother that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. We go Saturday.
Yeah.
So that'll be good.
I'm still looking at the classes, trying to decide if I'm going to take a class, but I don't think I'm going to.
Oh,
Oh, at Hoosier.
The class I really want is on Friday, and I can't take the day off work.
oh,
So,
Hmm.
that's a bummer.
well, I probably could take it off, but I'm trying to save some time
Right.
because our
'Cause you're gonna-
cruise
'cause
next
you-
year's 11 days long. So,
Mm.
You got to plan for that.
yeah,
Where you going
Mm.
next year?
the Northeast Coast,
Oh, you're
Yeah.
going to do that the
Maine.
Maine?
Yeah.
Boston, Maine, Nova Scotia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fall foliage one?
An
Foliage?
overnight in Quebec City.
Yeah.
I know. And I want to do that too.
I know. We talked about
I
this.
know.
I'm going to
My
Bermuda.
husband and daughter wants to go too.
Okay.
What's the
Yeah,
dates of that?
um,
Give me the dates and maybe I can get us
September
on.
29th, Celebrity.
Celebrity. Oh, I wouldn't be back in time. Sorry. We're going to Barcelona.
Next year.
I know
not
we're
this
going
year.
next year. I already booked 2 of them for next year.
Oh, for 2025.
Transatlantic. They both go out of Barcelona. So we get to go. They're bringing the ship back in April.
Okay.
And Gail didn't want to go over. I said, well, why don't we go to Lisbon first? And then we'll go to Barcelona. And she's like, oh, that's a cool thing. And then the other one was for Rome. And we're just not Rome lovers. So it was an okay cruise. I like the Barcelona one better because it also goes to Madeira, which is my favorite, one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
I'm over the Azores. They're okay. It's a nice place. Don't get me wrong. You get to go to a pineapple field, which is really pretty neat. Do you know how they grow pineapple? From the top. You know that thing you cut off? That's what reroots the next pineapple.
Yeah.
I
And then a
didn't know.
pineapple grows on top of that.
Yeah, I know.
Mhm.
Yeah. And did you know a banana is an herb?
No.
It's an herb.
No, it's a fruit.
No, it's an herb.
It is a fruit.
I'm going to,
It's a fruit because it has seeds, but it grows in a
Yeah.
pod. So it's an herb.
no, bananas do not grow in a pod.
Yes, they
grow-
do.
They do not.
Yes, they do.
They-
They start out in a pod.
She's so fucking, I don't believe her either.
I'll get it up. I got a picture of it because
Google it.
I went to Costa Rica and I saw
Chocolate
banana.
is an herb. Chocolate grows inside of a pod.
And so does bananas.
No, they
start
don't.
out- Yes, they do. I'll show you. It's
Okay.
on my phone. So enough of that. We won't
If
argue.
she's on the internet, so it must be real.
Right.
No, I saw it in person. Just like the coconut. The coconut is a pod at first.
It's a nut.
It's a coconut. It's a pod. You guys, they take the.
Do you know the
Never mind.
difference between a spice and an herb?
No.
One is the leaf and one is the seed.
Well, what if you break them up? Then what does it become?
What do you mean if you break them up?
Okay, but one is the seed,
Uh-huh.
and you smash the seed,
Mm-hmm.
and you said the
It's
seed
still a
is an
spice.
herb,
No, it's still a spice.
but it's
It
now
came
it's
from the seed.
because it came from the seed. But parsley
Parsley.
chopped up is an herb. Cilantro chopped up is an herb. Coriander chopped up is a spice. Comes from the same plant as cilantro, but there's a difference
the
between
seeds.
the leaf and the seed.
Coriander's the seed of cilantro.
Right.
well, I guess that's like fingering and sock. Fingering has no nylon, and sock has nylon. It's the same yarn, but it's just the
But it
content.
tastes completely different
Well,
and it comes from a completely different area.
Well, yeah, but if you make a pair of socks out of fingering yarn, they're never going to slide over your feet. They have to have the nylon in it. Listen, guys,
They don't have to.
I'm
They
here
last
next
longer with the
week
nylon.
because it's April 28th, but I won't be here the week after that. And then I'll be here, and then I won't be here because I'm going to Bermuda.
Okay.
Did you realize that when
Karen says banana is an herb related to ginger. I call bullshit.
no,
Ginger
see?
grows under the ground. It's a root. It's actually a rhizome.
I don't know. We're gonna have to do some googling.
Oh my God.
We don't
You
have to
guys,
keep
we
you
didn't-
all for the googling though.
Yeah, we're not going to keep y'all. We're going to let you go. You guys have a fantastic week.
I think they're
Well,
cutting me off.
You are not going to be here next week, so we.
No, I will be here next week.
She'll be here next week, not
The
the week
28th,
after.
not the week after.
Okay, well, we'll be here next week then. All right, we'll see you guys next week.
We'll see you all next week. And wait,
It's not a touch screen.
it's not a touch screen. You were going to touch the screen. I knew it. You were going to do it. And then you were waiting for me to make an
I'm
issue.
going to be a really salty bitch here.
You are a salty bitch.
Oh boy.